I feel like my mind has been so blown the whole week that I just can't even imagine what's going on for the students.
The difference between a good and a great cabaret, I don't want my answer to sound like you have to be commercial to be successful. You don't. It's about the journey that you want to take your audience on.
Myself, I'm running the workshop and I've been sitting in these sessions going, oh my God, I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
What worked about that?
What we really wanted to do was bring in people who are aspiring cabaret performers or developing cabaret performers, and sort of on a range between people who would like to do cabaret and have never done it before to people who have started to do it and are progressing as performers.
The mentors are incredible. Obviously Queenie, who's led us through the whole experience, and then the second week getting to work with someone as high profile as Max Lambert. It's been very rewarding and learnt heaps.
We have really great high profile experienced people both performing here and coming here to work with us in the workshop, and just bring them into a space where they can talk to these people and ask the questions to fill in their gaps of knowledge, or ask them for advice on writing shows, producing shows, choosing music for shows, all the whole gamut of things, and just bringing them together with people who are actually doing this work already.
Be aware that if you don't plan that like a producer from the start, what will get smushed is actually your performance, which is the whole reason you started.
I wouldn't have the nerve to do a cabaret show by myself, but the great thing about it is you've got a show in your suitcase that you can take anywhere and do it any time. And do in any venue, pretty much. You can always take it out. If there's an opportunity, you can grab it really quickly.
Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spacious
The best part that I took from the whole course is really giving a little bit of yourself to the audience when you're out there performing.
And black, white, gay, straight, just desperate for something that would help us all express what was going on outside.
But I think it does need a very brave kind of performer, because my perception of cabaret is something that does reveal a little bit about the performer themselves.
In its simplest form, there are two strong forms. One is the European style cabaret, and the other is the New York style cabaret. With the New York cabaret, it really is about getting up and being yourself or a character.
I've been to shows where the most impeccably technical singer will get up there and perform 12 songs, and I've just been really disinterested, because really it's just a big musical wank for them. It's not, it's you don't have to, you've got to think about your audience. I do believe that. I do think, what would you like to go and see, and what interests you, and what do you want to say?
As an audience member, I'd go and see Nancy Hayes talk about her life, but I wouldn't go and see a young person talk about their life.
Exactly.
We talked through what the students were doing with their own shows, devising, and we started coming up with a show. And it was so beautiful, it was so playful, and the students were so incredibly creative with the stuff that they came up with.
I think it's important for you to test out your material, perform it for as many people as you can beforehand in those smaller rooms, get the feedback from your friends and from colleagues. That's why they're there.
I can't believe how much I've learned in the last 14 days, and it feels like my brain's going to explode a little bit.
What sort of opened up the whole form up for me a lot was the term kleinkunst, which means small art. And if you unpack that, the definition in fact is big ideas in small form.